What expectations did you have for me in the future as your first daughter, being Canadian but culturally African?
Um, um, I had quite a bit of expectations for a child who will be born, who was born here in Canada, and even the way I chose the name you name was based on Sheila Copps, who was the vice premier at that time, and I decided to give you her name because she was a role model for me to see premier, a Canadian premier being a woman, and that's why I give you her name, expecting you to do the same. So expectations were very, very high.
So, this is where my story starts. I was born in Quebec. My dad always wanted the best for me from the start. In my father's tribe, we are our father's children. He is a Nande, so I'm my father's daughter, and I'm a Nande. Everything I do reflects on him, one way or another. A lot of pressure, right? Now imagine being the firstborn and the first to truly have to navigate the tough road ahead. Growing up, I was always involved in something. My parents made sure we embraced our Congolese culture, but we also tried to make sure to create memories and experiences like no other. Culturally, there were things that they never could have imagined doing or even have the opportunity, so they made sure that I was actively engaged. How do you feel about the way you raised me in these two bicultural identities?
I knew for sure that I will have kids in Canada, and I wouldn't raise them as if they were living in Africa. I knew for sure that they will make their own choices based on my African culture, the good of my African culture, and the good of the Canadian culture. So I expected you to choose from both cultures and develop your own identity according to the values you will be, the values you have.
Boom, I'm hit with reality. Why are you black? Why am I black? Why is your hair like that? Why is my hair like what? You're like an Oreo. I guess so. You're not like other black girls. What are other black girls like? No, really, where are you from? I don't know what else to say. People always describe me as confident, but how could I be confident when I felt sad around the people I called friends? How could I feel confident when I had people around me saying, I like you? You're not like other black girls. How could I be confident when people said, oh, I would never want to have hair like yours? How could I be confident when I got called a monkey? How can I be confident when someone has the audacity to throw an egg at me and call me an N word? People always labeled me as being outspoken, but there are moments where I couldn't say certain things because I knew if I did, I would be the one to get in trouble. You want to know, huh? My father isn't your typical African dad. He always encouraged me to try things that I would like and that would help me develop a sense of identity. He helped me realize that I would find a way to form my identity by doing the things that I love to do and that I'm good at. My dad knew that things weren't easy for me, but he never brushed off my struggles, and he pushed me to be the best person that I could be. Navigating was never meant to be easy, but it sucks that it had to be a bit difficult. I appreciate that my dad would talk through the difficult situations with me. I appreciate that he would show me the perspective of other people that fought tooth and nail for us to have the freedom that we have today. To feel the way that I feel, to have the time to express myself, the time to learn, the beauty to explore, and do the things that I want to do, and meet people that will know me for the great things that I am and not the things that they feel like I am. To my father, I've come to the realization that being Nande, Congolese, and Canadian is an asset. The blend of what I received is what molded me. I have been able to reach the love for who I am because I have learned to understand how the world is so complex. I have gotten to experience many things in my life, and that is all because of you, Dad. Your efforts of making a better life for your family has paid off because today I can sit here and say that I am proud to be African. I am proud to be Congolese. I am proud of being Nande. I am proud of being Canadian. But most of all, I am proud to be my father's daughter. Without you being so courageous, patient, loving, and being open minded of both cultures, I wouldn't be who I am today.